Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into some of the craziest challenges that only the bravest people dare to try. Are you ready to test your courage? We're not just talking about eating a spicy pepper, oh no, we're talking about challenges that will make your palms sweat just watching them. I've scoured the globe, well, the internet, to find the most insane, heart-pounding, adrenaline-pumping feats of daring that will leave you speechless. Get ready, because this is going to be an absolutely wild ride. These aren't your everyday dares, people. These are the kind of challenges that legends are made of, the kind that push human limits to the absolute edge. We're talking about facing your deepest fears, whether it's heights, sharks, or even raging bulls. I wanted to put together a list that would truly blow your minds, showcasing activities that require nerves of steel and a serious appetite for adventure. So buckle up, because you're about to witness some of the most extreme activities known to mankind. I promise you, by the end of this video, you'll either be inspired to book your next extreme adventure, or you'll be perfectly content watching from the safety of your screen, and honestly, I get both. We've got everything from jumping out of perfectly good airplanes to swimming with creatures from your nightmares. This is the ultimate list of insane challenges, and I can't wait to see what you guys think. Let's get straight into it. This is going to be epic. First up, we have skydiving. And I'm not talking about some low-altitude hop, we're talking about jumping out of a perfectly good airplane at 10,000 feet. Imagine standing at the edge of that open door, the wind rushing past you like a hurricane, the ground looking like a tiny patchwork quilt miles below. Your heart is pounding in your chest like a drum solo, every instinct screaming at you not to jump. It's pure, unadulterated fear, mixed with an insane amount of excitement. This isn't just a thrill, it's a battle against your own mind, a leap of faith that only the truly bold would even consider attempting. And then you jump! The initial freefall is an experience unlike anything else on this planet. You're plummeting towards the earth at over 120 miles per hour, the air roaring in your ears, your senses completely overwhelmed. It's a sensory overload of the best kind. Then, that parachute opens, and suddenly there's a serene calm as you float gently down, taking in the most breathtaking views imaginable. It's that insane contrast, from sheer terror to peaceful awe, that makes skydiving such an unbelievable challenge. Only a select few dare to take that first step out the door, and honestly, I can see why. Next on our list of absolutely insane challenges is bungee jumping. Picture this, you're standing on the edge of a towering bridge, maybe hundreds of feet above a raging river or a rocky canyon. The only thing between you and a very messy ending is a giant elastic cord strapped to your ankles. Yeah, just a cord. It's a true test of bravery, or maybe just pure insanity. Leaping off a bridge with just that cord? You've got to have some serious guts, or maybe you've lost a bet real bad. The anticipation is almost worse than the jump itself, staring down into that abyss. Then, you take the plunge. It's a stomach-dropping, mind-bending freefall, and just when you think you're about to become a permanent part of the landscape, that cord snaps you back up. You're bouncing, swinging, screaming. It's a whirlwind of G-forces and pure, unadulterated adrenaline. It's like being a human yo-yo, but way, way more terrifying and exhilarating. The sheer trust you have to put in that equipment and the people running it is immense. This isn't for the faint of heart, this is for adrenaline junkies who laugh in the face of gravity. Alright, ever had that nightmare where you're swimming and suddenly a giant fin slices through the water? Well, some people pay to make that a reality with shark cage diving. This challenge lets you get up close and personal, and I mean really close, with some of the ocean's most feared predators, sharks. We're talking great whites, tiger sharks, hammerheads, you name it. You're lowered into the ocean in a reinforced metal cage, and suddenly you're in their world, on their turf. The only thing separating you from those rows of razor-sharp teeth is a few metal bars. Talk about an intense experience. Imagine seeing a 15-foot great white shark glide silently past your cage, its cold black eyes staring right through you. It's both terrifying and absolutely mesmerizing. You get to witness their raw power, their incredible grace, and just how massive these creatures truly are. It's a humbling experience for sure. While the cage offers protection, there's still that primal fear, that knowledge that you're willingly putting yourself within biting distance of an apex predator. Only the bold, or the incredibly curious, would sign up for this underwater thrill ride. Chapter 4. Can you outrun a raging bull? Now we head to Spain for a tradition that's as thrilling as it is utterly dangerous, the running of the bulls. Every year in places like Pamplona, Thousands of people line the narrow cobblestone streets, ready to run for their lives. And what are they running from? 6 massive, angry fighting bulls weighing over half a ton each, charging through the town. This isn't a jog in the park, folks. This is a high-stakes, adrenaline-fueled scramble where one wrong move could mean getting trampled or gored. The energy in the crowd is electric, a mix of fear, excitement, and pure chaos. The sheer audacity of this challenge is mind-boggling. You're literally putting yourself in the path of several thousand pounds of furious beef on the hoof. The runners, dressed in traditional white with red sashes, sprint alongside these incredible animals, trying to get as close as possible without becoming a permanent fixture in the pavement. It's a spectacle of bravery, recklessness, and centuries of tradition all rolled into one. The roar of the crowd, the thunder of hooves, the ever-present danger, it's an experience that few would dare to attempt and even fewer would forget. Chapter 5. Jumping off giant cliffs into water. Next up, we have cliff diving, and this isn't your casual jump off a rock at the local lake. We're talking about leaping off towering cliffs, sometimes over 100 feet high, into the deep water below. It's a breathtaking and incredibly risky challenge that combines grace, precision, and a whole lot of nerve. Imagine standing on that precipice, the wind whipping around you, the water looking impossibly far down. You have to judge the wind, your trajectory, and the entry into the water perfectly. One small miscalculation could lead to serious injury. It's a pure test of courage and skill. The freefall itself is a moment of suspended animation, a brief, exhilarating flight before you pierce the water's surface at incredible speed. It's a rush like no other. Competitive cliff divers perform incredible acrobatics during their descent, adding another layer of difficulty and spectacle. But even for recreational divers, the sheer height and the impact with the water make this a challenge reserved for the truly adventurous. The beauty of the natural locations, often stunning coves or dramatic coastlines, just adds to the allure of this daredevil activity. It's beautiful, it's terrifying, and it's absolutely insane. Chapter 6. Walking barefoot on thousands of degrees of hot coals. Get ready for a challenge that's all about mind over matter firewalking. Yes, you heard that right. This ancient practice involves walking barefoot over a bed of red-hot embers or stones, often reaching temperatures of over 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a profound test of mental strength, courage, and focus. The very idea of stepping onto burning coals sends shivers down most people's spines, and for good reason. Your brain is screaming, "Danger, hot, no way!" But firewalkers learn to overcome that primal fear. The preparation for a firewalk often involves intense mental conditioning, visualization, and building a deep sense of trust in oneself in the process. It's not just about enduring pain, it's about transcending it. When done correctly, firewalkers can cross the coals quickly and without serious burns, though the sensation is undoubtedly intense. For many, it's a deeply transformative experience, a way to break through personal limitations and prove that the impossible can be achieved. Could you silence your inner doubts and take those fiery steps? It takes a special kind of boldness. Chapter 7. Standing on the wings of a plane, while it's flying. If skydiving wasn't enough for you, how about wing walking? For the ultimate, and I mean ultimate adrenaline rush, try standing on the wings of a biplane while it's soaring through the sky doing loops and rolls. This is not for the faint-hearted or frankly anyone who enjoys having solid ground beneath their feet. You're strapped onto a rig on the top wing with nothing but air and hundreds or even thousands of feet of it between you and the earth. The wind force alone is incredible, trying to rip you off the plane. Imagine the pilot taking the plane through aerobatic maneuvers, barrel rolls, loop-the-loops, sharp turns, all while you're just out there, exposed to the elements, holding on for dear life, though securely strapped of course. The view is unparalleled, a 360-degree panorama of the world rushing by, but you might be a little too busy screaming to fully appreciate it. This harks back to the early days of aviation daredevils, and it still requires an insane amount of courage from the walker, and incredible skill from the pilot. It's one of the most extreme ways to experience flight, period. Chapter 8. Sliding down an active volcano on a piece of wood. Next, we're heading to Nicaragua for a truly unique and explosive challenge: volcano boarding. Yes, you can actually slide down the side of an active volcano on a specially designed board, kind of like snowboarding but on hot, gritty volcanic ash and rock. First you have to hike up the volcano, which is a challenge in itself, often carrying your board and wearing protective gear because, remember, it's an active volcano. You can sometimes see smoke or feel the heat. It's an otherworldly landscape, stark and incredibly imposing. Then comes the fun part, strapping in and launching yourself down the steep black slopes. You can reach speeds of up to 50 miles per hour, kicking up clouds of volcanic dust as you go. It's bumpy, it's fast, and it's unlike any other boarding sport on the planet. The thrill of sliding down such a powerful natural wonder, combined with the slight, ever-present risk that comes with being on an active volcano, makes this a seriously bold adventure. Forget snow-capped mountains. The real daredevils are shredding down volcanic slopes. Who thinks of these things? Chapter 9. Exploring pitch-black, dangerous underwater caves. For our next insane challenge, we're going deep underground and underwater with cave diving. This isn't your leisurely scuba dive in a sunlit coral reef. Cave diving involves exploring submerged cave systems, often in complete darkness, navigating through tight squeezes, and relying entirely on your equipment and training. It's considered one of the most dangerous recreational activities in the world, and for very good reason. The potential for disorientation, getting lost, or equipment failure in an overhead environment is incredibly high. This is expert-level stuff. The allure for cave divers is the exploration of pristine, untouched underwater worlds, incredible geological formations, and the challenge of pushing into the unknown. But it demands meticulous planning, redundant equipment, and nerves of absolute steel. You're often hundreds of feet from the nearest exit, in water that can be crystal clear or completely silted out with one wrong fin kick. The mental fortitude required to remain calm and solve problems in such an unforgiving environment is immense. This is a challenge only for the most experienced, highly trained, and incredibly bold divers. Chapter 10. Base jumping, the ultimate leap of faith. Finally, we've arrived at what many consider the Mount Everest of extreme sports, base jumping. The acronym BASE stands for Building Antenna, Span, Bridge, and Earth, Cliff. The four main objects jumpers leap from. This involves parachuting from a fixed object, often at much lower altitudes than skydiving, meaning you have mere seconds to deploy your parachute correctly. There is absolutely no room for error. One mistake, one hesitation, and it's game over. This is the absolute pinnacle of high-stakes, high-adrenaline activity. The rush from a base jump is said to be unparalleled, a concentrated blast of fear and exhilaration that's over in moments. Jumpers meticulously plan every detail, from weather conditions to exit points and landing zones, which are often tight and unforgiving. Due to its inherent dangers and the fact it's often illegal, base jumping remains a fringe activity undertaken by a small, highly skilled, and incredibly daring community. It's the ultimate expression of pushing boundaries, a direct confrontation with mortality that only the absolute boldest would ever attempt. Seriously, this is next-level insane. So, which of these crazy challenges would you dare to try? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more thrilling content. Until next time, stay brave. We've journeyed from the skies to the depths of the ocean, from volcanic slopes to the tops of city skyscrapers, witnessing some of the most mind-blowing feats of courage, and, let's be honest, borderline insanity. I mean, who comes up with this stuff? But you gotta admit, it's pretty awesome to watch. Each of these challenges pushes the limits of what humans are capable of or willing to endure for that ultimate thrill. Whether it's the raw power of nature in shark diving and volcano boarding, or the precision and nerve required for base jumping and wing walking, these activities are not for the average person. It takes a special kind of individual to look at a 10,000-foot drop and think, yeah, I'm gonna jump out of that, or to see a raging bull and decide, let's go for a quick jog with it. But that's what makes these challenges so captivating. They remind us that there are people out there constantly seeking the next big adventure, the next boundary to break. So, seriously, drop a comment. Which one of these made your jaw drop the most? Or which one, if you had unlimited courage and cash, would you secretly want to try? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to smash that like button if you want to see me try one of these. Maybe. See ya.